2025 didn't ease in, it attacked. In the first days of the year, winter storms buried entire villages, fires tore through continents, and rivers exploded out of their banks. And each month that followed brought a disaster more violent than the last. By the time we reached December, millions had been displaced, cities wiped off the map, and the death toll continued to rise. Tonight, we're counting down the most destructive natural disasters of 2025, and trust me, the final months of this year contain something scientists are still afraid to talk about. Stay with me. January. Afghanistan and Nepal winter storms. January struck fast. Brutal winter storms hammered Afghanistan and Nepal. Avalanches roared down mountainsides, swallowing villages in seconds. Rescue teams fought freezing winds just to reach survivors. Dozens of deaths were confirmed, and more were still missing. But February would ignite a disaster that didn't just strike. It consumed everything. February. Chile and Argentina wildfires. Record-breaking heat turned South America into a firestorm. Flames swept across Chile and Argentina, fueled by 40-degree temperatures and relentless winds. Entire neighborhoods disappeared overnight. Multiple fatalities were confirmed as fire crews desperately tried to contain the inferno. In March, the danger didn't fall from the sky, it rushed up from the ground. March. Pakistan flash floods. Days of non-stop rain overwhelmed rivers across Pakistan. Roads vanished, villages were ripped apart. Families were swept away as flash floods tore through entire districts. Dozens lost their lives, and thousands were left stranded. April delivered something far more violent and far less predictable. April. Severe U.S. storm outbreak. A massive storm system ripped across the United States. Tornado sirens wailed through multiple states. Hail smashed through rooftops. Flash floods trapped entire highways underwater. Several fatalities were confirmed as emergency teams fought collapsing infrastructure. But May would expose one of the deadliest dangers of our warming world. May. Extreme Asian heatwave Asia was pushed to the limit. Temperatures soared past life-threatening levels. Power grids failed. Hospitals overflowed. Dozens died as heat radiated through cities day and night. And in June, the skies opened again. But this time, the water didn't stop. June. Brazil and Colombia floods. Relentless rainfall flooded vast regions of Brazil and Colombia. Homes collapsed, bridges snapped. Entire communities were evacuated as floodwaters surged through towns. Dozens were confirmed dead, with more missing. Nothing prepared the world for what July and August were hiding. July. Typhoon Danis and severe U.S. storms. July broke the illusion of calm. Typhoon Danis swept across the Philippines, Taiwan, and parts of China, bringing destructive winds and relentless rain. Homes were flooded, coastal towns were evacuated, and multiple deaths were confirmed as the storm carved a path across Southeast Asia. But the destruction didn't stop there. Across the United States, a violent series of severe storms unleashed large hail, destructive straight-line winds, and multiple tornado touchdowns from Oklahoma to Missouri. Roofs were torn apart, neighborhoods were damaged, and several fatalities were reported as emergency crews worked through the night. August proved that nature wasn't finished, not even close. August. Hurricane Erin and Sulawesi earthquake. August delivered two devastating blows on opposite sides of the world. In the Atlantic, Hurricane Erin intensified into a powerful Category 5 storm. Its outer bands produced flooding, dangerous surf, and structural damage across parts of the Caribbean and the eastern United States. Entire communities were forced to evacuate as Erin's winds tore through coastal regions. Meanwhile, in Indonesia, a magnitude 5.8 earthquake struck Sulawesi. Buildings shook violently, homes were damaged, and officials confirmed several deaths with dozens more injured. Rescue teams searched through debris as aftershocks continued to rattle the region. And in September, the earth snapped. September. The Cebu earthquake, Philippines. A powerful magnitude 6.9 earthquake struck near Cebu. Skyscrapers swayed, Roads split open. Thousands ran into the streets as aftershocks shook the region. Authorities confirmed more than 70 deaths and thousands injured. But October proved this wasn't a single event. It was part of a chain reaction. October, southern Philippines double earthquake. Just weeks later, 2 major quakes struck Mindanao back-to-back. Homes collapsed, power grids went dark. Tsunami warnings were issued across multiple islands. Multiple deaths were confirmed and thousands were evacuated. But November brought a disaster so large, entire coastlines were reshaped. November, Cyclone Ditwa, Sri Lanka and India. Cyclone Ditwa slammed into Sri Lanka with unprecedented force. Districts flooded, hillsides collapsed, villages were crushed by landslides. Officials reported hundreds of deaths, with many more missing. And yet, December would overshadow everything. December, Southeast Asia, catastrophic floods. The final blow of 2025 arrived with unstoppable monsoon rains across Southeast Asia. Indonesia, Thailand, Malaysia, entire regions were swallowed by water. Villages vanished under rising floods, bridges collapsed. Hundreds were confirmed dead, and officials warned the numbers were still climbing. This was one of the deadliest flooding disasters in years. 2025 reshaped entire regions. From extreme heat to violent quakes, from cyclones to catastrophic floods, this year revealed how quickly Earth's systems are changing. And scientists warn, 2025 might not be the peak, but the beginning. Stay curious. Stay aware. This is Seismosphere.